Today I want to talk about the parallels between the New York Life advisor and gym owners. So believe it or not, there's a lot of really close similarities. And I was a financial advisor for New York Life when I got out of college. And so I want to talk to you about that story, kind of what some really cool takeaways from there. So getting right into it. I started my career there right out of college, and I my manager, what New York Life called them was a partner, right? And so I met with this guy every week for 5.5 years, every single Monday for 5.5 years, and we met for sometimes it was less, but usually about an hour, right? And he did this. He had a team of advisors, right? So he had a group of advisors. He probably had 25 advisors at any given time, right? And there was in that business there was some churn and things like that. So he was the partner, and I was the advisor, and my job was to get clients. His job was to coach me on how to get clients. So he would make suggestions like, all right, make sure you join a BNI group. So that was one of the first things that I did. So you go join a BNI group, Business Networking International. That's a group where you go every single week for, again, another hour and a half or so. 7:30 in the morning. So the ones I did was 7 a.m. And so you show up there, group of professionals and all in different industries, and you get a minute to talk about whatever you want to do and work on obtaining referrals. So it was a process around getting referrals. We would set up centers of influence meetings and all kinds of stuff. So he would continue to make sure that I was remembering, I would forget it 5.5 years in, to get referrals or do my centers of influence meetings with the people through BNI. You would try to create connections and network in order to acquire clients, right? It was a lot of work acquiring clients as a financial advisor. It's an industry that people don't trust you. They don't trust that industry in general. And so it's really difficult to break through that. So the partners, what they're doing is they're acting as a sounding board, but they're looking at your data every single week. So every week I'm going in his office, and he wanted to see my AG2 and my AG3, and basically what those things meant. And I went into his office for what was called a PRP, and really it was just like us getting together and reviewing my week to make sure that every week we're having, I was having success. And a lot of the advisors, not a lot, but a good amount of them didn't do it, but I did it every week. And so the partner would work with, he's got all these different advisors, right? So so he's got some of them that maybe they had 50 clients, 70 clients, 130 clients, 200 clients. Kind of seeing the parallels here, like you're seeing gym owners, similar sort of thing. Right? So you'd see, you'd over time start building up your clientele, but the whole way you have somebody helping you do it, right? You're having a partner help you build your clientele and helping you retain your clientele, helping you upsell and resell and cross-sell and get referrals from your clientele. Are you seeing some kind of similarities here between this? The only difference here is, as a gym owner, you're a gym owner and you don't have a partner. There's no partners, right? It's the Wild West. You have gurus, right? You have all these people proclaiming that they know how best to run gyms and everything else, which is fine. But what you run into is information overload. So in here, I would come in. I remember I would come in and they'd be like, yeah. So I heard on this thing with NAFA, and NAFA is National Association for Insurance Advisors. So they would have other content that was a little bit different than what the way New York Life taught stuff, right? And he'd say, listen, there's so much out there, you can learn so much, and that's great, right? You want to learn about developing yourself into a better leader, that's great. But when it comes to like systems and processes for managing your business, there is a reason that New York Life is noted as the best, one of the best sales organizations in the world, right? It's a Fortune 100 company, about 170 something years old at this point, maybe 180, I don't even know. It's like since 1850 or something like that. So it's been around a long time. And very, very financially sound company, like tens of billions of dollars in surplus, which meant like if they had to pay out every single liability that they had, they still have like, I don't know, 10 or 20 billion dollars, or at this point it's probably more, right? Very, very sound company, built on this simple framework of like, so they're out there getting all the information, distilling it down to what really matters for these advisors. So for here, like I don't want to act as some type of a guru. I want to act like Jason Leonard, my partner, when I was at New York Life. Now the other cool thing about when you were an advisor at New York Life is that let's say you did really you progressed your business, you did really well. Now you could become a partner. Because you now know how to teach stuff because you learned how to do it really well and you implemented it really well, and they take you through a training so that you can become a partner and teach it, and you can bring in agents or advisors, right? So now you're able to bring in advisors, right? That's how their model works. So for here, what we want to do is eliminate this whole guru concept and like this whole wild west of information that's coming from everywhere. It's really not rocket science when it comes to running a gym. You got to get to 250 clients for plus or minus, depending on the size of the gym, what you want to do in the gym, and this is like for the model of like being able to like have it run without you having staff do all the stuff. If you want to actually be in there and coach and stuff like that, you might not need as many. If you want to, but you really don't need that many more. It depends on the location and what is really going on. But as a gym owner, right, I'm acting as your partner. And we have the home office providing all the resources. Again, here you had the same thing, home office providing all the resources, all the real stuff that help with compliance and liabilities and processing everything for you, like getting everything. I will say what this model never did, no one above this line could get leads. I mean, they get some leads, but they did not make themselves responsible for getting customers. This level, the advisors got their own customers. And that's what's happening in most gyms. Most gym owners have to get their own customers. Or you go hire some expensive marketing agency, or you go pay some expensive guru to teach you this stuff for information. So at this point, I believe that people just need somebody that can handle marketing, right? We cover the marketing. We get people to show up in your door. So being at this stage is an advantage to what New York Life was even offering, because the partners couldn't get people to show up in my office. I had to go get them, right? So here we get people to show up. Our model gets people to show up in your door, and you get to have those PRPs with us each week, making sure that we know your business inside out, like in terms of like making sure that you're getting to where you want to be with your business as fast as possible, right? So the other cool thing is, let's say we have a group of gym owners. Now, what you have is like, some of them start at 60, some at 30, some at feel at 90, right? But when they get up to the point where they're ready, at this point, I've had a couple that have grown significantly, and what one of them wants to do out of a few, what one of them who's grown wants to do is become that, right? So now he is going to be able to work with gym owners, right? So he's going to be able to help gym owners, and that's how we are able to scale. So we're able to take a gym owner from where they are now, get the gym owner successful, and then once the gym owner is successful and removed, like doesn't have to be in the day-to-day operations of the business, at that point, that gym owner can now become a partner where that gym owner is able to teach other gym owners what they're doing to be successful, and that gym owner doesn't have to become a master at marketing. That gym owner can lean into the home office marketing team in order to know that leads are coming in for the gym owners that this particular partner gym owner is able to work with. So basically, in that sense, as a gym owner, you can now get other gym owners as clients, and that can be very, very fulfilling, right? It's very awesome to be able to help a gym owner who's at 60 or 90 or 115 members, helping them grow to get to where they need to be, right? So now you're working with those people, with those gym owners, getting them where they want to be. I know it is, probably starts looking like a little bit like a pyramid scheme type of thing. That's just the way the organization charts look, right? A pyramid scheme would be like getting it, like trying to convert the members of the gyms into clients. Like New York Life, you never try to approach your clients and say, hey, come be come work for us or something, like that did not happen. So that would not be it's a similar organizational chart, but they don't try to sell their customers on becoming an employee of the company. Basically, you're not gonna go to your gym members and be like, hey, come be a member, come own a gym. Like, it's just crazy. So we only want to work with gyms that are already gym owners, and help them get to where they want to be. And keep in mind that like some of them might want to become partners. So it creates a really, really cool business model. It's working really well so far, because we're the only company in this industry that is doing anything like this, that is allowing, that's taking a gym owner and allowing them that upward trajectory to be able to help other gym owners without going out and opening a bunch of locations, signing leases, taking on all this extra liability. So it allows you to basically grow without any extra liability. So, and to keep it straightforward, like most gym owners are not going to want to be the partner. They're going to want to get to where they want to be. So like thinking of one gym owner right now that I've talked to about this, but he said, no, listen, I'm really happy with the gym being where it's at. I don't want to do the marketing. I don't want to do anything on that level. I don't want to coach other gyms on how to do stuff. So that's totally fine too, right? So if you want to learn more about how we do things and how we do things differently than any other business that's in this space, how we're leveraging Fortune 100 companies, what I learned from being there for so long. It wasn't just that company. There was another one that I was at for a while too. There was basically a direct competitor. So it really was about 12 years in that industry. So there was a lot of stuff that I learned in that industry that's being applied in this model, which is allowing us to be able to serve more gyms ethically and actually get real results. So if you want to learn more about how that works, you just gotta obviously, if there's a button below, click that, connect with us, click on the link, connect with us, schedule a call, and we'll be able to help you out. We'll be able to walk you through it, see if it's a good fit, and if it is, look forward to working with you. But look forward to seeing you soon.